the balance of, practicing and getting the guys out there versus the rest that you need, knowing it, hopefully it's a long playoff run for you, and just deciding to give the guys a bit of a break today?
Yeah, well, not so much a break as we're choosing to use the day as a regeneration day, and it's been our pattern here over the last few weeks, and where we got better was in our team meeting and making sure that we're treating our bodies the way that they need to be treated in order for us to perform for game number 4, which is where our focus and attention lays.
Byproduct of the score effects, but not one skater over 20 minutes a game right now. Have you had to go to Leon and Connor and have a conversation with them? Hey, man, we're going to have to cut you back. But what's it like for a coach to know that you might be able to tax them at a later date, knowing that you've cut the minutes back here over the last couple of games?
Yeah, I think our minutes distribution has been kind of where we wanted it. What I know about those two guys is that they're great teammates, and they're excited when other people are contributing the way that they are. We've said this going back a few months, that there's room for greatness from everybody. And we're getting a lot of good contributions up and down our lineup, not only up front, but also on the back end and in net.
Kane and Hyman, what do they add to a playoff series? They seem like guys that are tailor-made for this time of year.
Well, they're both big men, so they're and they bring in a dimension of physicality to the game. Kane, obviously, physical on the forecheck, goes to hard areas to score goals, is hard to handle when he gets to those areas, and has the ability to finish. Hyman, he is a puck protector, someone who gets people on his back and is able to grind teams down in the offensive zone just by his by keeping his feet moving, by his puck protection skills. I think of his the goal last night, not the power play one, but the 5-on-5 one in the second period. It was a 50-50 puck battle. He was just, in my opinion, more determined to win that puck. He went through someone's hands and then had the ability to finish it off. So both of them are big men that play a heavy brand of hockey, makes us a hard team to handle in the offensive zone.
Jay, a lot of talk has been about the special teams in this series so far, especially on the power play. It's easier to look at 97, 29, 18, but Tyson Barrie, seems like he's shooting the puck a little bit more, and that's kind of opening more lanes for you guys.
Yeah, we we want to make sure that on our power play that all 5 players on it are threats. And when you have that type of mindset, it's tough for penalty kills to contain. Last night, that unit actually only had one opportunity to go out there, and it wasn't for very long because there was a couple calls that they made at the end of the game, but we let some other people go on the ice at that time. But when Tyson's on the ice, I think he's a good quarterback for us. He gets his shot through, and he has a skill level to find open people. And, he makes us a better power play with his presence.
It's one of the more underrated skills of his is keeping the puck in the zone.
Yeah.
Because he uses his feet, his knees sometimes, stick, of course.
Yeah.
Does a good job of that.
Yeah, he doesn't want to just allow free exits for the other team. When you were asking about his underrated skills, did anyone see what he tried in the third period with his stick?
Yeah.
I mean, wow,
Yeah.
that was a level of skill for him to display, and he's an important player on our team, and I'm glad that he's done a really good job on the power play.
Playing pretty physical last night too.
Yeah, he finished some checks. Well, he took some too, and what I liked about him was that he might have taken a few, but he dished it out too. That's all part of commanding your share of the ice, and he's done a good job of it.
Can you define esprit de corps for us and how it applies
Team
to
spirit.
your team?
Team spirit, camaraderie, belief in one another, and enjoyment in everybody's company. I see our team coming together and doing the necessary things required to have success. And I think it's contagious. I think it's a virtuous loop when you start doing things the right way. Then you see the rewards of it, more and more people want to get involved in it. And so that to me is a real sense of team spirit.
How many guys needed the definition? How many guys needed the definition?
I only said it to you guys, so you.
Mike Smith had
Yeah. I only said it to you guys.
Have you used that before in a scrum?
In a media scrum, good question. I don't know. In Bakersfield, California, it's not typically a scrum. It's typically one reporter from the Bakersfield, California.
Probably esprit de corps is not going to
Yeah, you know what? It's just a way of saying team spirit, I think, and you know, I think our team has a good camaraderie about it. Good, thanks, guys.